Hello folks, so in this video we'll be going to talk about how we can extract the features right from the image, how we can extract the features and how we can convert into the Excel. This is a common problem you will be going to face. Okay, there may be a local system issue or something like there will be a certain criteria. Alright, so in this video what we'll be going to talk about is we'll be going to use certain libraries here. Alright, so we will be going to use a OpenCV library and we will be going to extract the features based upon that. Okay, based upon that particular region will going to extract those features into an Excel format, so you will get an idea like how it will be going to take place and how the things is about in this video. So you can just take any folder here. So I have opened this VS Code editor in cashew_test directory. So now what we have to do is we have to just create one folder called feature extraction. Okay, feature extraction.py. all right, so what you have to do, feature extraction.py. right, so for extracting the features that I have done here, right, so now what we'll be going to do here is we'll be going to create a function over here basically, right. Before going to the function, what we'll be going to do, I'll just show you. Like function, we will be going to import the libraries first before going to implement in the functions and all, right. So what we'll be going to do, we have to install certain libraries here, right. Either you can create an virtual environment, that will be also fine, right. I will just show you like what are the things to create a virtual environment, what will show you like how the things will be going to do, how we have to do it basically. All right, so what we will be going to do is we will just see how to create a virtual environment, then we'll be going to create a requirement.txt file, then we'll just start to import the library. Okay, OpenCV OpenCV-Python, right. So pypy.org, if you just go in this particular website, right, so if you just hit OpenCV here, right, you will get this particular thing, right. So what I will be going to do, I will be going to create one requirement.txt file. Okay, so first I will just create a requirement.txt file, then we'll just try to create one virtual environment, right, requirements.txt file. Okay, so what I will be going to do, I will just write it here, OpenCV-Python. Then next is we'll just try to check it out, right. So we want NumPy library, so which dependency it is, to check, make sure that I'm just trying it out. Okay, so what you can just do, list it down the NumPy here, right. So other one, we want Scikit-Image. So how to install Scikit-Image, you can just check it out. Scikit-Image, if you just write it, no, you will get the idea like which dependency it is there. Okay, so Scikit-Image is there, so what you can do is Scikit-Image. Actually it is not a Scikit-Image, it is a Scikit, image, right. See, check it out. So installation, it will be going to take it out for you. It is basically for image processing, basically it is used, Scikit, Scikit-image, right. So what we'll be going to do, we'll just try to do this. Okay, so Scikit-image we want, then other one what we will be going to do, Scikit-1 is one thing, NumPy, OpenCV, right, three things we are using this here. So now what we have to do is, second, Now we have to create a virtual environment. Okay, why we are creating? Basically, whenever we are creating a virtual environment, this is a standard practice that you have to follow. Understand, make sure that whatever the versions are there, it should not make issues for us. Okay, if we are opening this project file sometime or other, right? So Scikit-Image is what is about is basically it is a image processing library in the Python. Okay, so you know NumPy. Okay, it is for the numerical mathematical computation that will be going to do, right, for the computer vision and image processing functions. For that we are using Scikit-Image. We are using for image processing and analysis functions, right? So what we'll be going to do, so I will just show you, like I know that how to create a virtual environment, right? So I will just show you, if you as a beginner, how you are going to do, right? As a beginner, as a data scientist, how you will be going to solve that. First thing is, you have to make sure that how can I create the virtual environment. See, so code, one of the things you are getting it out here, right? So just click on this URL. I will just show you how to read the documentation and solve the things here. Okay, so first thing, we have to create a virtual environment here, right? So how we can do, first is we have to install virtual env, right? So what we'll be going to do, if it is already installed or not, we'll be going to check it out, and I'll just show you how the things will be going to do. So what you have to do, you have to just go to view, you have to just go to terminal, right? So what you have to do is just change it to git bash or command prompt or anything else. Okay, if you like it, git bash is best choice, so check it, choose that wisely. Pip install virtual env, right? So it will be going to install. I guess it is already I have already installed, I guess, right? So what I will be going to do is, first thing is foremost, what we have to do is we have to create a virtual environment, right? So what I will be going to do, python -m venv, okay, python -m python 3 -m venv virtual environment for any detection. Okay, let's suppose we are using for feature extraction, right? So I will just write it here, feature extraction, and Excel conversion. Feature extraction and Excel conversion, we are just creating the environment here. See, so I am just trying to write it, but it is not able to do that. So what is the issue here? Yeah, so what it is telling is python 3.8, we have to write the specific version here, otherwise it will be going to create an issues, right? So we'll just try to check it out, feature extraction and Excel conversion. Okay, it is not found. 3.10, I guess it is, right? No. So we'll just try to check it out. Python, we just try to find it out, right? Python, select interpreter. Yeah, 3.11.2, right? It is having a 3.11.2. So what I'll be going to do, I'll just try to check it out. 3.11.2 -m venv feature extraction and Excel conversion, it is also not happening. So what we have to do, we will just try to check here, python -m venv feature extraction Excel conversion, easy. Yeah, it will be going to done now. Okay, so feature extraction and Excel conversion, it got created environment right now. Okay, so it will be going to create it. We'll just wait for the second. Okay, okay, so what it will be going to do, we will just wait for that. Till then we'll just wait it. Okay, I will just pause the video. After that I will be just come back. Yeah, it got created right now. Okay, it got create right away. So now what we'll be going to do is we have to just activate the environment. So what we have to do, our virtual environment is FEEC, feature extraction Excel conversion, right? So what we'll be going to do, first we'll take here script folder. I will just show you here which we have created. What we are telling is here, this is our folder name. Okay, FEEC. In that we want to take the scripts. In the scripts we want to activate this, right? So what we'll be going to do, FEEC, we have to just go to scripts. See, if it is not working out, so you have to just write it like this, scripts slash activate. No, if it is not working, so we have to just change the path. Okay, we have to just change this thing, forward slash to backward slash something, FEEC slash scripts. No, this should work. Yeah, scripts and then activate, right? So I will just do that. See, now it got changed. In the bracket you are able to see right now FEEC. So we have created one environment. Okay, we have created the requirement.txt file. So what we'll be going to do, we will be going to install all the libraries which we have installed. So pip install. Okay, so all the things repeatedly it should install. For that I am using -r and I am just writing here requirement.txt file. Okay, so I will just try to create this. This will work out for me. Alright, so everything is installed, I guess. Requirements.txt, everything is good to go. So we'll just try to check NumPy is already there or not, right? Pip install NumPy. I don't know what is happening around. Okay, so we have to make sure if it is installed or not. Pip install requirement.txt. We'll just wait till then. Okay, one by one which we have listed, you have to just install that packages. Okay, so I will just stop here. Okay, I will just install each and everything and we will just come back. Yes folks, now we are installing the Scikit-Image package. Okay, you can just check it out, right? So that package we are installing right away. Okay, so each and everything will be going to install right away. Pillow library will be also going to download. So it will going to take space, folks. One shot we are just installing everything. It will be going to take time. Just give me a second, folks. So I will just plug the charger. Yeah, yes, folks. So now it got installed, right? So it got installed right away. So we'll just have a look now. Alright, so what we'll be going to do, we'll just try to do this once again. I don't know what is happening around. Okay, everything, each and every library is installed. Now we'll just go to feature extraction part. So what's our plan here? Basically, I will just explain you. First, what will be going to plan in this feature extraction file, right? So in this video only I will just going to demonstrate each and everything idea, whatever the things which how I have solved. Okay, I was not able to understand what is happening in the feature extraction part. Okay, so each and understand here, everything will deep learning will can't solve it. Okay, so you have to extract the features at a time as well. Okay, feature extraction is basically what we are doing is basically we are using the three libraries. One is CV2, OpenCV, NumPy and Scikit-Image. Okay, so from that label we just give the labels for that. Okay, for each and every feature according to that we'll be going to give the labels for that, right? So our main idea is here basically is about like create a table here, convert the pixel to RGB to gray, red, green and blue. Okay, which will be the standard format, right? So in the shape size feature we'll be going to create a function. In that function we'll be going to take the threshold as an image as an input and binary image, where what it will be going to do basically it will going to take the white pixels which represents the object of interest and black pixels represents the background. Okay, so this function what it will be going to do, first labels the object which inputs the image as a label function to the Scikit-Image. Okay, this label function what it will be going to do, it will be going to assign a unique integer label and each component of the image. Basically, in short, what we are doing is basically whatever the things is there in the foreground we are representing using the white pixels. Okay, how many number of white pixels are there, if the backgrounds that are we are just giving it out. And another is called as a region props table. Okay, when we are implementing, I will just show you like various shape and size features we are implementing into it. Okay, so you will get an idea. We will just start implementing, then and there itself I will just try to explain you what is happening. So first thing is we are importing all the relevant libraries, right? Importing all the relevant libraries basically here. Okay, so we'll just try to import all the libraries. First we'll just try to use the CV2 library here, right? So OpenCV2. So this we'll just try to check, is there any issue in this? No. Why? Because it's showing. Why? Because we have not used anywhere else, right? So for that purpose, so we have to use the NumPy library as well, right? Relevant libraries itself we will be going to use it here. Unnecessary libraries we will be not going to use, right? NumPy, and another one is from Scikit-Image, SK-Image. We'll just try to import. What will be going to import? What will be going to import? We will be going to import a measure here, right? So another library which we are using is from the measure. We are just importing the label, region props, which particular region that we want to collect, which part we want basically, that we are just collecting it out from this library, right? So you can just go through the documentation. Okay, for this particular video I will just show you which are the relevant libraries, what are the things that is required for this particular video. I am just showing it out. Okay, so from SK-image dot measure, right? SK-image dot measure, import label, right? So import label, region props table, right? Region props table, that part will be going to take it. And another one is region props and region props table, right? These two things will be going to take it. And another one is a color. From this SK-image, what we are doing is from SK-image dot color, right? Dot color, import RGB to green, right? So this thing will be going to do that, right? So these are the relevant libraries which we have imported right away. So now what we'll be going to do, we'll be going to create a function. We'll be going to create a function by name shape size feature, right? So we'll be just trying to create the shape size feature here, over here, right? We will be going to create a function by the name shape size feature. So how we'll be going to create a function? First is we will be going to create a keyword, def keyword. Here the function name for thing, we will be just trying to take the shape size feature here basically, right? So what I will be going to do, I will be just trying to write it shape size feature, and the input parameter what I am giving here is thresh, right? So it is a thresh as a parameter here we are giving here basically. If you want to check it out, like what is a thresh? Thresh is not something it is going to takes me. Okay, so what I am going to do here basically, so I'll just try to copy paste the code, folks. Then I will just try to explain you each parameter. I don't want to write each and every code here. So what I will be going to explain you what are the properties. Otherwise it will be going to go very lengthy program it may be. Okay, so lengthy things will be going to take place. So that's why what I am going to do is, what I am planning here is basically I want to explain you major things what I have built. I don't want to implement from the scratch. Okay, I already done this. Okay, so understand. So region props table is there, right? So what region props table will be going to do? Region props table, this will be going to do this, right? Label image, it is one of the ND array. See here, label image, ND array, labeled input image, label with value zeros are ignored, right? So we're just going to check out, folks. Okay, these are the things, list of the available properties are there, okay, to keep track records of the region identities. Okay, I want to, if the image has came, so how you will be going to extract the feature, those features, right? So what I will be going to do, what we are trying to do here, basically we are going to create a separate file called feature extraction. Here we are just giving this threshold as an input as a parameter, okay, so which this parameter we are giving as an input for this particular region props table. So what are the properties I wanted in this, basically? So we want the area. So in the area, what I will be going to do, basically here I will just show you. So here I will just write it, why we are taking the area here, right? So area here we are taking basically only for the one reason, like number of pixels in that image, okay, object of the object, any object, it may be an apple, it may be a mango, it may be a some anything, anywhere, okay. So another one is we are taking as a perimeter. So perimeter length of an object, how much is the length of that particular object, right? So ellipse of the object, I'll just put it down everything, description of this, which are the parameters for what I am using, right? These are the three features majorly used, okay. One is a roundness, one is a compactness, and another one is how much large the object is about. All right, so this is a particular things is there here, basically, right? So now next thing is what we are going to do. I'll just explain you what are the things is there here, basically, okay. These are the things here, region props table, okay. So if you want this code, just comment down below in the description. I will just give you in the description as well. If not needed, if you do from scratch from this code, then it's all right. So what I am going to do, I am just taking one particular variable, okay. What I will going to do is I will be not going to waste time. Why? Because it will be going to take so much time for me, okay. So what I'll be going to do, I will just try to copy paste here, right? It is already available, folks. So okay, so I have already made, so I don't want to make waste my time to explain you each and everything here, okay. So what it is containing in the props, I wanted this particular area, right? So perimeter, I wanted this particular perimeter. I am just taking here, basically here, this one. Roundness, we are taking it here. Roundness will be how much it will be. See, if you just check it out, like NP pi into means pi value they are multiplying with the NumPy array, right, into a temporary area, okay. Whatever the area we are getting here, that particular thing will be 4 times of pi into area. So it is simple as 4 into pi into some area, okay, pi a, 4 pi a, something like that, a pi, okay, something like that, okay, roundness. So now we are just assigning that roundness will be equal to roundness, and this will be measure axis length, and compact length will be the 4 into a temp area, okay. This area will be the 4 times the temp area divided by the pi value and divided by the major axis, temp major axis, okay. Major axis length whatever will be there, that will be the temp major axis maybe, okay. So compactness will comes into the temp area also, and temp major axis also, they are going to divide that. All right, so when I will just show you the demonstration, there you will be able to understand math around it, okay. So now you will not able to understand what are the things is happening over here. After showing you the demonstration only, you will be able to understand that, okay. So this is about like feature extraction, right? So if you don't want CV2 as well, we will just try to close this as well, right? So not at all we are using here, right? So that's a purpose here, right? So we will just going to create here another library here, right? So here what we are doing here basically, folks, okay, I will just try to create each and everything here, right? So what I'll be going to do, I'll just paste it here, right? So I'll just take the another file here called conversion underscore con underscore excel dot py, right? So what I'll be going to do, I'll just import the relevant libraries here. Okay, is it showing anything here? From feature extraction, from feature underscore extraction, right? Feature underscore extraction. So otherwise what I will be going to do is feature extraction, right? So I'll just rename this file, folks, so to avoid the confusion basically. Okay, feature extraction dot py, feature extraction. Okay, we'll just rename it and we'll just try to make it as feature extraction dot py. Okay, so convo.xl, why? Because we have not used anywhere else, right? So that's a major thing, right? So what we are going to do is here we are just extracting the feature first, right? So we have to give here the image path, right? So extract features, okay, def extract underscore features, right? Here we have the image here, right? Image path. So what I will be going to do, I will just give the path here. Basically what we are going to do, we are feeding the image input as a argument here, right? So image as a input we are just giving here basically. So I will just show you like what are the parameters we are just trying to use it here, right? So we'll just try to do that. First what we are doing is intensity, like we are just reading that image. So I will just call it here image cv2, whatever you may be calling that, you can just write it that as well. I am read, okay, cv2 maybe, I don't know why it is not working out. I am read, I don't know. OpenCV -python, is it installed or not? I'll just check it out, folks. Okay, just give me a second. I'll just go to terminal. Yeah, Pandas is not available, I guess. Pip install, Pandas also not installed. Yeah, we have to install Pandas. So you can just update it here, folks. Okay, you can just update it, so you will get an idea. So what I will be going to do is, we'll just try to, after the Scikit-Image, we'll just write it here Pandas, right? So don't avoid this confusion, folks. Okay, so it will, I'll just try to explain you, nothing apart from that. Okay, make sure that Denigma AI you should enable that. Okay, so to understand the code as well. Okay, so if you just think like, I don't know how the things will be going to work out, how I can understand. Okay, so you can just go to explain Denigma. Okay, so it will be going to explain you what is happening in this around the code. Okay, it will be going to give you the description about it. Okay, so I will be not wasting your time, right? So you will be able to understand how the things will be going to work out here basically. So we'll try to understand now conversion Excel, right? So feature extraction, why it is doing this for us, feature extraction, right? So if you use like this, right, underscore, it is not available. Feature extraction, right, now it's working right now. So we will be going to input this parameter, will just pass it here. Okay, image path, I will just try to write it this one itself here, right, image path, we'll just reading here, reading the image, then we are just converting that into the RGB to gray. Okay, we are just converting here, otherwise it will not able to understand, our machine will not able to understand how it is. So machine will be going to understand in the bits, right, zeros and ones, it will be going to understand. So we are just converting for that purpose. Okay, so we are just normalize that intensities into the zeros, and we are just normalizing into a 0 to 255 pixels, right. So after the Gaussian blur and all, blurry effect, that is also we are doing here. Okay, so number of white pixels we are just trying to calculate here using the np.sum, right. I will just copy it here, see, check it out. I will just explain you like what is happening here. We are just applying the normalization, we are just checking out what is the shape of that image, right. We are just converting into the zeros, right. So what we are doing then we are just normalizing this using the which already converted IG and normal IG, and if you just see here, you will get the documentation, I guess. There is a 0 to 255, right. The minimum normal range is 0 to 255 pixels. Okay, so what we are doing is we are just normalizing that image. Okay, so if there is any blurry effect, then it will be going to using this Gaussian blur, it will be going to happen. Okay, so we are just inverting and we are trying to calculate the how many number of 5 pixels are there as a input which we have given thresh, right, there in this feature extraction, right. So in the converting to Excel, what we are doing is number of 5 pixel we are going to find it out. Now what we are trying to find it out in the shape size feature, first we have to create an instance of that class, right. So we have to create an instance of that class. So how we will be going to do, we have to create an object for that, right. So what we'll be going to do, we are going to create one as called shape size feature. Shape size feature, see, yeah, it got called there, right. So in that we are just giving the input as a threshold image as a thresh, right. So what I will be going to do, I will be going to take some of the parameters, some of the features that we want, compactness, A to O. Okay, it's your wish, folks, of if you want to call this A to O, it depends upon you. So what I will be going to do, I will going to tell that feature 1, feature 2, something around like that. Okay, so feature 1. Okay, so I will just call this, copy this. Okay, we are just accessing that feature 1. I'll just try to, okay, what you can do is basically, okay, I'll just show you the trick once. One trick in the, see, this is the thing is there, right. Go here like this, simultaneously all the things will be going to edited at once. Okay, that is one trick, I am just showing it out. Okay, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Okay, so what I will be going to do, feature, right, feature, right. So I will just try to write it like this. I will just write it, tell this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It will going to take times, folks. Okay, why it is altogether a feature, right? So these are the features basically, right? We have created an instance. Okay, we have just called that particular class, right? So what we are doing is basically here, okay, features one, feature, we have just told here, right? So what we are going to create here in this function, we are returning that particular features. Okay, we are training on this features basically. So what we'll be going to do, we know that these are the certain features. If this feature comes, this is a particular type of a category here, right? Okay, all right. So what I'll be going to do basically here, I'll just try to tell that this features, I'll just paste it here. Okay, which all are there is there here, feature 1. So I'll just try to call that feature 1, right? Feature 1, I'll just paste it here. Everything is there, right? I'll just paste the same thing and we'll just change the value here. Okay, so I'll just paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. Okay, so we want to just change the here features, number of features here, 2, here 3, here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if you feel F1 F2, if I want to do that is also okay, folks. Okay, for you to understand, I'm just done this. Okay, 12, 13 and 14, right? 14 features are there. Okay, so I'm just trying to write it like this. 14 features are there. 15 features are there, so I will just write it like this. Alright, everything is working fine. We are just returning the features from this function, right? So this is done right now. So what we'll be going to do, we have to define the directory here now right away. Okay, so what I'll be going to do, you have to provide one particular image here, right? So what I'll be going to do here, basically in the desktop I will be going to create images -old. Okay, so I will not going to change the path here. Okay, if you want any images folder directory, you can just try to create here. Okay, so I'll just try to create this folder here. It is a like pretty different itself, right? Different directory, so that you will understand altogether what is happening here. Okay, so what I'll be going to do, I'll just copy this path, right? I'll just copy this path and I'll just go to VS Code editor. Okay, VS Code editor, and I'll just paste this particular path, right? So what I'll be going to do, I'll just delete everything, I'll just paste it here like this. Okay, so image path will be the image directory, image_dir. We have defined this now. what we have to do is basically here I'll just try to each and everything I'll just copy and paste it here. Okay, so you will understand everything from the scratch. No worries, you will understand it clearly. So how the conversion comes, how the conversion will be going to take place, right? So I will take one particular example here. Okay, all right. So what I'll be going to do, these are the things, right? So columns here, image dir is there, excel file is image features, right? Writer I am just calling here, right? Columns we are just trying to call it here, like image name should appear, compactness, whichever the in the features which we are done right here in this feature extraction, every we have to make that as a column name. Okay, so for that purpose we are just doing here. Okay, so we have created an empty list here for each image. Okay, we are looping over the image and extracting their features. Okay, so if the file name is there in that directory, image directory, right? So if it is, see, these are the things. If it is a bmp extension, .bmp extension, or .jpg or a png, so we have to construct the image path, okay, image directory, and we are just trying to extract those features. Okay, are you understanding? So this function will be going to call here. Okay, certain features will be going to process, it will be going to image path, everything like normalization, everything will be happening. Now that particular row, it will be going to update it. Okay, then it will be going to convert into the data frame, that column will be going to update it, then after that it will be going to add it to the this dfs. Okay, we are adding into the data frame. Okay, this particular it will be going to add into the data frame, this particular list it will be going to add, which we have added, right? So we are adding to the list as well, and we are adding into the data frame as well. Okay, so what we are doing, which are all the things which we have found in the real time, we are just concatenating everything. Okay, then we are just converting into this excel sheet, and we are just saving that particular data into it. Okay, so I will just show you how the things will be going to take place here. Okay, which warning it is giving for us, import cv2 pip install OpenCV -python, we have to use pip install OpenCV -python, right? We'll just try to install, folks. Maybe it has not installed. Yeah, it is successfully installed. Okay, no worries, no worries. If it giving us if it is giving for us like any issues, we'll just try to check it out. Okay, then in there itself. So first what we'll be going to do is let's take one image here. Okay, let's take an image here. I'll show you what are the things will be there. Okay, one cache image, random images I will be going to take. Okay, one image. Okay, we'll just try to see like what happens here, like is there any problem here or not, right? So if it is we are getting, I will just try to find the issue, and in the next video we'll just try to fix that. Okay, so we got in this path, I have just taken this images of the caches, random caches which I have given here. Okay, if you want, let me know in the description or a comment down below. Okay, so I will just provide you this cache images, so you can have a tried it out, like what are the features are available. Okay, all right. What I will be going to do is basically here what exactly I will be going to do is, this is a code which we are doing. Okay, so what I will be going to do, I will just copy this. I will paste it here. Alright. Okay, so yeah, so it got generated here. Okay, I will just delete this, okay, for the sake right now. Now I will just run this code right away. Okay, so it is going to tell me that Scikit-Image is not found. So what I'll be going to do, I will just install. So pip install Scikit-image, right? So I will just install that. Alright, so it is going to install right away. Don't worry folks, so if it is any issues, we'll just rectify in the next video. Okay, I can understand it is a long video. Alright, so to make this video, it is very challenging as well, right? Quality content and all. Okay, so we'll just try to run this code. Is there any issue? Okay, alright, we'll just, yeah, we are getting something related to what, writer, XLS writer, some issues. Yes, no module called as XLSX writer. So this particular library we have to install. We have to just check that which library is that. Okay, so we'll just try to check it here, like which issue we are getting. So we'll just try to sort out. Okay, so how to fix this issue, we'll just try to find it out. Like we have to install XLSX writer, right? I'll just copy this part. Okay, don't worry folks, so everything will be going to smooth. Okay, whatever the issues is there, we'll try to install and everything will be good to go. Yeah, now it's installed, right? So we'll just, yeah, now what it is saying is the system which you are finding it out, C:users user desktop images, they are not able to find it out. That is a major issue, right? So that they are telling that like that way. So what we'll be going to do, we have not saved, I guess. Yeah, maybe that issue. We'll just try to save. It got created. We'll just delete this, move to recycler bin, right? We'll just save this file. Yeah, it got created folks, right? It got created. So it got successfully got created. So we'll just try to find out. It will going to take place, right? So we'll just try to see that where it is there, right? So cashew, I guess where I put it here in this traditional ML, right, in the front end con2, right? So we'll just try to find out how many number of KB, 0 KB it is, right? So I guess it is not has been done right now. Okay, some issues is there, so we'll just try to check out what is the thing is happening here, right? Writer.save, why it is not happening? Okay, so I have one this thing, folks. Okay, I have just documented there, right? One okay, just give me a second. I will just make sure that what is happening around it. We'll just try to check. Nothing is getting updated here. See, if you just see here in this image feature, nothing is there, right? Nothing is there. So I will just try to figure out, and I will let's just give me a second. Okay, I will just pause. See, folks, here we are getting an issue, right? So XLSX writer object has no attribute called save. So we'll just try to fix this code right away. Okay, we'll just try to find out like what is an issue here. So just give me a second, folks. I'm just trying to find out like what's an issue here. Like some of the version it will be going to work, and in some of the version it will be not working. Okay, so I'll just copy this error, and I'll just show you like what is a thinking is wrong going here wrong. Yeah, so what it is saying is we have not having an attribute called dot save. Did you mean underscore save? It is just telling that, right? So we'll just try to do that and just try to run the code once again, right? So we'll just try to delete this, right? Once again we'll try to run this program. So will be working or not? We'll just try to check it out. It got converted, Excel sheet got converted. After that, what is happening, we'll just try to see. This is the thing, folks. Okay, now we'll just try to see like is that the Excel sheet got converted, is there a file changes in the file or not? Yeah, there is a changes in the file, and 68 KB is it got converted. Now we'll just trying to check it out. See here, it got all the features which we were doing, all that dumped into an Excel file. Each and every feature is dumped here, right? See here, compactness may be, roundness it may be, SF3 it may be, right? Everything is got, right? So these are the features which I was trying to tell you that this is a thing how we can convert it into the Excel, right? So I hope you understood like overall process. Like if the image is there, anyone tell you that like how to convert, and these are the requirement I wanted to identify or predict like which particular image is there. Okay, in this particular video I will just showed you like how to convert it, right? How to convert it into Excel file, right? So that there was a major requirement as a data scientist. For me was a requirement like converting into the Excel. It was a major thing, and based upon that we want to predict the things and all. So just comment down below, folks, like if you want a particular video on model building and front end part, like in the command prompt how the things will be going to take place, like if I'm just putting into the image on that particular things, so we'll be going to trying to predict or not. So if you want that particular video like how in the real time it is working, so internal working, I will just shoot out another video for that, so you will get a hand holding like what are the things is happening in and around it. Okay, that's it about this video, folks. Thanks for watching. We will see you next